also thought we want to really get specialized in the AI, so we don't necessarily want these all product-related things. So we go into services. So that's how the Bards.ai got born. And after that, we had some ideas how we could start our company, how we could get clients. One of the first things that might be interesting was going to the hackathons. So that's a challenge where you have like 24 or 48 hours to code and develop some prototype really quickly about some challenge you just got. And we won a few of them. That's behind me the awards, some of them, because we wanted to get to know these companies, the challenges they have, and maybe develop the solutions after the hackathons. One of our first clients was just exactly that after the hackathon, and then by some referrals, one by one, we get more potential products.
Hello, everyone. My name is Agata Warendowska, and here we are in Startup Stories, where we talk about startups and what makes them work. Today, my guest is Karol Gawron, co-founder of Bards.ai startup, which helps turning data into products. So, hello, Karol. How are you today?
Hi, I'm pretty good. It's Friday, so it's a nice day to nice thing to end the week.
Yes, so thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. And I think that we can start with the first question. What does Bards AI startup do?
So we are kind of a software agency company, but we specialize only in AI. So we provide our expertise to other software agencies or other startups that need this artificial intelligence competence, and they need to extend their team, consult the development of AI in their product or something like that.
Okay, so how do you use artificial intelligence in your startup?
So it's a tricky question because the most thing we do is we develop artificial intelligence in our company. We use a lot of open source models and solutions to help get what our clients need. But of course, we use some of the latest advancements like ChatGPT or Midjourney because it helps with our work. But as I said, I think the most part is using it to develop new solutions, custom solutions for every requirements that happen.
Okay, so you create a software, yes, for the other companies and you help them grow. So how the process of working with you look like?
Okay, so we start with consulting and education because this field is pretty new. Uh, it's not that new, but it gets a lot of attention lately. So many people don't know that much about it. We get on the meeting, explain our clients what they can do, what they can't do with the AI, maybe write some requirements, talk about data that's needed, and all that stuff that help them understand how they can use it and what they need to do to use it efficiently. And after that, we specify the project they want to do with us. We often start with some prototype or POC, so that's a proof of concept, because AI is really often still something like research. So you can't be sure if it will work out or not. So it's pretty nice thing to do to make the first prototype, to get this feedback if that's something we want or not, because you can't specify what will do for sure, like you can do with mobile applications and so. And after the POC and this iterative working, we work on maybe some new ideas, or we just iterate on this prototype, this solution we already make to make it better, to make it production ready. And yes, we often work with software engineers from these companies. So as we specialize in the AI, we don't work that much with front end or back end or things like that. We work with the developers that already have this in place, and they just need these AI consultations or some modules that we can do for them, or custom models and so on.
Okay, you said that this field is not the old one, but newer rather, and lately it's very loud about ChatGPT, about AI and other artificial intelligence things. So that popularity of that sector help your startup, help your company develop and be more visible for other company, or you saw that the trend connected with AI don't influence your firm?
Yeah, it's kind of like two-bladed sword, because as the AI get more kind of like accessible, so more people know about it, more people can use it. Because of that, there are, of course, more clients that they maybe get the idea that they need something like that. But on the other hand, there are more software agencies that also try to work with this AI, and they have more and more tools that help them build like simple solution fast. But of course, it's not the same as our custom work, deep expertise and things like that, because we can go really deep into these models and make them really like custom, or understand deeply the process, right? But yes, it's easier to talk with people about AI when they just heard about it somewhere. But still, you need to educate them about it.
Okay, and is your competition on the market connected with AI and outsourcing? So I think that we can say that your company outsourced some tasks which are delegated from the other. And is the competition on the market is big, and if the popularity of AI create that the new company are just popping up and growing immediately, or your competition is not too big and you have the leadership on that?
So turns out that as the AI is like more accessible and easy to use, at least at this first step, like the, I know, OpenAI API, so you could use GPT easily. It's easier for other developers that don't really know the AI really well to just use it. But it's only like this surface of it, right? So more and more people can use it for the easy tasks, I would say. But still, it's not easy to start company like ours, because you need people that are really specialized, and they have probably after university, and exactly in that artificial intelligence field, because it's really dynamic, it's really scientific, I would say. So there are new scientific publications every week, and if you want to be up to date, you have to read them, understand them, and that's something you need to learn by like pretty yeah, for a long time to do.
Okay. I see. So your competition isn't quite big, and that's, I think, great for you because you have the field to develop. And do you work for Polish clients or you work globally?
Okay, so for now, we have mainly Polish clients. There are also clients um, that have products worldwide, like Surfer SEO. And also, as I said earlier, we work for the software agencies, so their clients are like worldwide clients. But yes, for now, our customer base is Polish mainly. But we are, of course, planning to get globally and get into that market as well.
So, what are the biggest benefits and advantages of using your service and working with your company?
Okay, so if I would compare this to having your own, I know, AI expert, that's really hard to recruit the first place because not everyone wants to be this only expert in a company because people want to work with others that know the same field. We are kind of like collective because if we have developed knowledge exchange inside our company, so if anybody have some issue or some challenge, they can ask others that might have experience in that subfield of AI, like generative AI, topic modeling, and so on. And then they can quickly guide them where they should go with it, or just brainstorm the idea, because as I said, it's a lot of research still. Yeah, and comparing to other software agencies in AI, I think we are really from academia. So we are so we know this scientific part of it, and we deeply understand the models itself. We don't see them just as the black box where you put input and get the output of it. So we can get to the issues deeply and understand it.
Okay, so you have experience, you are young, creative, well concentrate and knowing the IA artificial intelligence from the base. So I think that's needed and a great benefit for the clients because you know how it works and how all that supposed to go. So do you have any specific clients? Like, do you if anyone wants to develop their company and use artificial intelligence, he or she can talk to you and you help them, or you have a specific target and you only focus for that group of people?
As a part of consulting, we can like consult and educate everyone. We can get on the meeting and describe them the basics and things like that. But of course, as we are a small company, we don't, on the end, work with the really big companies because they don't want to hire the small ones, the most small ones. So I think if I need to specify some target, it will be these small to medium startups and also medium or small software agencies that don't have AI competency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see. So consulting is for everyone, but your specific target for the rest of the job is for, like you said, small and medium companies and startup. And you mentioned before that you educate about artificial intelligence. So what do you do in this field to learn people more about IA?
Yeah, so first we just get some interesting new things on our LinkedIn profile where you could check, I don't know, lately a trend where you could blend your logo or QR code into an image, which looks really interesting. So things like that, these little things. but also we write blog posts that goes into this more deeply. They describe some tools, then they describe the process, and things like that. So that's our work by now in it.
So
and of course, in a meetings that happens too.
Okay, you rather work with clients and develop in your startup in a way that you work with clients, you help them, or you more rather focus on the educational path?
I'm not sure. I would say we try to educate like our potential clients maybe. But of course, when someone comes to us with their specific need, it's like we can go into it more deeply, right? Because it's on the table and we can just talk about it and think about use cases and so on.
I'm asking about it because I saw on your website that you put a big effort on publication connected with IA. So that's why my question is, you like publicate things and work in this education sector. So which one of your work that you publicate is most important and meaningful for you?
Okay, first I would to notice that the publications goes mainly from our work at university because as a team we started at the university, and by working there we just write some publications about our work. And going to the question, I think for me personally, the most exciting publication is about the travel search engine. So it's because it was a practical project, because there was a company that wanted to develop this new way of searching your dream holidays destinations. They wanted to make the search really easy, so you could just write down a search box like you did in Google what you want. Like you want to go in some maybe hot place in the summer. You have children, so you want some attractions for them, and you don't like, I don't know, something like some kind of food. And the model we developed tries to understand that query and find the most relevant offers from the old database. So you don't have to check some boxes or things like that mainly manually, but the model just understands what you want and finds the most the best offer from the database, and it don't have to necessarily check all your boxes, because it might not they might not have this offer like that, but still you can see the best ones and decide after that if you want to I don't know don't don't need something from that query, because there are maybe other things you like.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's pretty great great adventure and great idea, because many people have ever problem with looking for their vacation, and is the long-term process of finding the best offer, and that really can help and make it easy. So it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's really it was research, but still from the beginning it sounds like it's in fact impactful. So I think that that's the best for me.
Yes, so that's really interesting and really curious, and I hope that someday it will appear on the internet and people can use this because it will be really helpful in finding the dream place for your vacation. And I would like to know, because you are one of the fourth of the co-founder, yes, of the Bards.ai startup. So how did you meet up? So how you came together and what inspired you to focus on machine learning and language processing?
Okay, so the machine learning process thing is pretty obvious because we started the artificial intelligence master degree at the Wrocław University of Science and Technology together, but we didn't know each other maybe all of us. But on this degree, we have to start a project that will go on all studies, and we choose to make a business road. So we wanted to make some product startup, like to simply explain it. It was something like Grammarly, but for Polish. So we started this product in our team of 4. We developed it semester after semester. And and at the end, we figure out that there is something like that already on the market, the GoodWrite product. And we also thought we want to really get specialized in the AI, so we don't necessarily want these all product related things. So we go into services. So that's how the Bards.ai got born. And after that, we had some ideas how we could start our company, how we could get clients. One of the first things that might be interesting was going to the hackathons. So that's a challenge where you have like 24 or 48 hours to code and develop some prototype really quickly about some challenge you just got. And we won a few of them. That's behind me the awards, some of them, because we wanted to get to know these companies, the challenges they have, and maybe develop the solutions after the hackathons. One of our first clients was just exactly that after the hackathon, and then by some referrals, one by one, we get more potential products.
Okay, so congratulations for winning the hackathon. It's a great, it's just great. So congratulations. And what are the biggest challenges in running company startup with 3 other people? Because you have to split your decision between 4 of the people, not 1 or 2 people take the decision. You have to like take care of the others. You have to talk about every step, every decision you make. So what are the biggest challenges with running company with 4 other people, 3 other people?
We surely make mistakes at the beginning, like we were writing one email with like 4 people, but that was kind of like overkill. But we learned that we have to split the decisions, the fields of them. Like someone would get care about accounting, someone else will get care about the sales, and other processes in our company. We still, of course, decide on some things together, but otherwise, people have their like authority and that specific field. And also, we did something that every project we have one of our co-founders as a team leader, so he leads the project and just takes care of it. He's responsible for it, like this one person. Because of that, it's easier to do it and not like care about that. Maybe 2 people are responsible of something like that.
Okay, so what are your plans for developing your company?
Yeah, our next step is developing our marketing, our content education. As I said earlier, we want to educate more. We want to go into the market. We're still going on the conferences, but we are intensifying that. So we network, and yeah, we just takes little steps to get like a little bigger project, so we hire more people because of it, and in that way we took, I don't know, this approach.
Okay, so you're still developing, and my fingers crossed that everything goes well and your development goes right and like you want it. So, when the AI became popular, it's more about security and data security in the internet. So, I would like to know how you take care of these concerns when working with sensitive data and AI models, because you take this data from your clients, and how you take care of them and security and the ethics cases.
Yeah. So there are a few key things to consider here. First of all, it depends on the projects and the client's needs. So we just really goes with the policy that our clients have about the data, but also we make sure that it is safe. And for example, one of our colleagues have the expertise in the data anonymization. So it's a way to make data more easy to use, but still don't show any sensitive data in it, like names or things like that in the text. Another thing is to remember some new challenges that comes, like there is generative AI that is getting more popular, and you have to really make sure that anybody that use this model could have access to the sensitive data that you would train this model on, because it could leaks it in some way. And there are many other things you need to remember working with these AI models that you have to properly secure.
Okay. So it's that challenging, taking care of that security things to know that your clients' data are saved, or it's just like some kind of software and you don't have to control this?
No, you have to control this. You have to control the sharing it, and who have access to it, and so on. So it's challenge itself for sure.
Okay, I see. And going back to like management style and how you work with your company. So, what is your management style, and if that kind of attitude is similar to your other co-founder, you have like one big management style which is developed for you, or every one of your founder have their own attitude, their own way of the managing people?
Okay, it's probably hard to compare that, but for sure we have really similar background. As I said, we get from the same university. We did different bachelor degrees, but the same master degree, and we work on the project together since then. For me personally, I think it's a lot about this research, maybe taking some risks, and I mean that when you start the project, you might try to use some, I don't know, week old new model that might be the best for it, but you can't be sure because it wasn't validated yet. And it's just this little risk to try it and spend some hours on it, but maybe it will turn out to be great. I try to also talk a lot with people to understand them well and make sure they understand the requirements well too. So we have these probably daily meetings if they need it. We work with the whiteboard to explain things and so on. So yeah, that's maybe something I could describe.
That's great attitude, and I think many people is convinced to your management style because it's popular, and I think it's well because we also in our work have daily meeting when we need it, so it's helpful because you can just talk and explain some situation. And I think that we came to the end of our conversation, and I have the last question for you, which is always asked in this podcast. So, what is your advice for the future CEOs of startup?
I would say finding the right people is one thing. So it's easier to do all things when you work with the right people and you can be sure they are responsible and they work with you on the same goal. And something related to that is going to the market early. So I would advise that you should go to the conferences, to the meetups, meet people, talk about your idea, and by that way you can validate it, get some feedback early on, and work with it. So that's maybe something I would say.
So thank you very much for being here. That was a lovely conversation. Karol Gawron, co-founder of Bards.ai startup. So thank you one more time. And is there anything you would like to add at the end of this conversation? It's your time.
Okay, I would just maybe say that the AI is getting really exciting. We all in the team are really excited about developments of AI, so we love to work with it. And it's getting more and more interesting with the new features, new models that can help us people work better and maybe have more time for more important stuff for us.
So thank you very much one more time for being here. Karol Gawron, co-founder of Bards.ai startup. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the invitation. Yeah.
Thank you.